Hey everybody, it's Ronnie from Scent Science. Hey, give me a second. Man, that stuff's wrong. Hey everybody, it's Ronnie from Scent Science, back with another video. Today's video, I wanted to talk about this monstrosity of a fragrance. The strongest fragrance in my collection. This is Red Tobacco by Mancera. I have a decant of it because, God forbid, I would not buy a bottle of this. This is way too strong. The resins, the tobacco, and everything in this is way too strong. I got this from a company named Scentbox. This is Red Tobacco from Mancera, aka the devil's bathwater, aka Satan's breath, aka hot mouth, aka dragon fire. This right here is toxicity in a bottle. I do not wear this at all. This right here, this decant is only missing about 3 sprays because the first time I wore this, I was choking. My wife was choking. This was so bad on my t-shirt that I had to throw the t-shirt away. I tried washing my t-shirt 5 times. Couldn't get rid of the smell at all. It overpowered the scent beads that we using while we were washing clothes. This right here is just, ugh. I'm using tongs because I actually dropped this, as y'all saw at the beginning of the video, and some of the juice came out. And I'd be dang if I put my hands on this. I already had to sanitize the spot that it fell on. This right here is some toxicity. I don't know whose bright idea it was to make this fragrance, but this fragrance right here is definitely not it. I got on gloves so I can actually put this on my hands. So this fragrance right here, again, is Red Tobacco by Mancera. I got this about 5 years ago. So this was before the reformulation. So this here is, by my opinion, and from others, the most toxic version of this fragrance. And I'm using toxic as for strong, not using toxic that this will poison you. I got a feeling too much exposure to this smell probably will do the trick. I'm not doing the spray test for this, but I will smell this for you. So pray for me. Haven't smelled this fragrance in about 6 months. Oh! Oh! Some of it got in the thing. Woo! Ooh, the things I do for y'all. Oh man. So you'll definitely smell the tobacco. You'll smell the resin. You'll smell some type of liquid death. You'll smell some type of liquid, I don't know. Let's leave this here. Go to the computer and I can give you a breakdown of the notes. So we're here at the computer and it's the morning, y'all know I love my coffee. Just to let y'all know, I'm just drinking 8 o'clock coffee, that's what it's called. Just got it at my local food line. So, Red Tobacco Mancera. You'll have the main accords, warm, spicy, you can smell that. Tobacco, you can smell that. It's woody, you can smell that. It's sweet, no. Amber, yeah. Vanilla, no. Cinnamon, oh yeah. Oud, not at all. It's powdery, not at all. And freshly spicy, it's spicy. I wouldn't call it freshly spicy. You can obviously, if you do choose to, wear this. Only wear it in the fall, only wear it in the winter, only wear it at night. I wouldn't even put this in my autumn category that happens right after the summer. It's just rough, man. It is just rough. But if you do choose to wear it, this is where you can wear it. For a temperature wise, I would say maybe 70, 71 degrees max. Because it's so in your face, it's so raw. Even on direct sunlight, you'll choke somebody. This right here is an elevator choker, a room choker, a stadium choker. This one right here is just way too powerful. I usually don't talk about the pros and the cons from Fragrantica or any of the other places, but I just want y'all to hear some of these pros and cons. Incredible performance, true. Good longevity and spillage, true. Intense, warm, sweet, spicy notes, I can see that. It's a great value for the price. It is. It definitely is a great value for the price. One of the best tobacco fragrances out there. That's debatable, but Maybe. Creamy and warm, sweet. It's not creamy at all to me. Fresh and light tobacco note. No, it is not a fresh and light tobacco note. The cons. Incredible performance. Can be too strong is the very first con that you would see. Not for a blind buy? Yeah, don't. If you want to get this fragrance, please do a decant. It's not enjoyable for some people. I have yet to meet one person in person that likes red tobacco. It's too dark and intense, 100%. Harsh and chemically tobacco note, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pungent and offensive dry down, I didn't even let the thing dry down on my skin before I washed it off, so I cannot speak to that. Can be reminiscent of rubber tires. Maybe. These are the notes. You have a top note of cinnamon, oud, incense, saffron, nutmeg, green apple, and white pear. I can't smell none of those except the saffron and cinnamon. The middle is gonna be patchouli and jasmine, and the base is tobacco. Tobacco should have moved to the top. Vanilla, amber, some wood, sandalwood, white musk, and vetiver. I can only smell about maybe 5 of those notes: the tobacco, the cinnamon, the saffron, the nutmeg, and the amber. And maybe the vanilla. That's all I can smell. Or really, that's all I can stomach. It's gonna last forever. Like I said earlier, I had to throw out a shirt. Also, I had to wash with not only body wash with antibacterial soap as well, because I just couldn't get the stuff off my skin. I rubbed alcohol, I don't remember the percentage of it, on the spots on my neck as well as on my inner wrist that I sprayed. The sillage or sillage is strong. It's enormous. It lingered in the house from about 6 o'clock all the way to about 1 a.m. It just lingered in the house. Like I said, it's a great price for value, but man, that stuff is strong. Even here talking, and I have the red tobacco decant right here on the other part of the counter here, I can smell it from a mile away. It is just something fierce and powerful. So if you want to get it with caution. As y'all can see, I had to come here with gloves, with a mask on, and I can still smell it here in the air. So if I'm blinking, I'm sorry. This is just something very, very out there. I just wanted to give y'all just a review of this fragrance here. Is this bottle worthy? No. Is this decant worthy? At your own risk, I'm saying don't get it. It's not because the fragrance is bad, just because it's strong. I've smelled different formulations of it. This right here to me is the strongest. I don't know the batch code of this. Like I said, I got this about 4 years ago and it was a decant. But I smelled some recently that just came out. It is almost just as strong, still kind of eye-watering. When I sprayed this on my skin, everything. I mean, I started to sweat. I started to water. It was harsh, man. It was very, very, very harsh. It's relatively cheap on discounters if you do want to get a bottle of it. It's relatively cheap. Just want to let y'all know. When this fell on the floor and Cal, our cat, aka Sense Jr., had smelled this, he ran upstairs. The potency of it is just too strong for his senses. The potency of it is barely strong enough for mine, but I wanted to make sure I do this video. I don't know if the video is gonna be long or short, because it's getting a little strong. I'm probably have to wipe the counter down and mop the floor like I had to do before in the past. I didn't want to give you no spray test or nothing like that, but I will at least let you see the color of the juice. I have my gloves off, so this is what the color of the juice looks like. I am not touching this vial with my hands, and I will be throwing this into the dishwasher after I'm done with this video, but this is how it looks. I don't use scent box anymore, and it's all because after I got into IT, I had a little bit more disposable income to buy bottles. And I like bottles because it makes my collection look pretty. Yeah, that's the reason why I don't have scent box anymore. It's a great company. Fragrances come in, the fragrances are authentic, but I just like bottles. So I'm starting a new segment with all of the videos where I answer subscribers' questions. So this is the question of the day. It comes from Texas Dad Bod. What's animalic? You mean animalic like an animal, raw, dirty notes, in other words? I'm saying this with love. Well, hey, thank you for watching the content. What animalic actually means is simply that particular part of the fragrance actually mimics or came from a particular animal. It's used in very small quantities because that particular fragrance is so strong. It's used to kind of like round out a lot of notes. It's used very underlined just to kind of give a little bit more body to the fragrance. In my opinion, I may do a video to look more of this up from a scientific standpoint. A lot of women like the smell of a man being outside, working in the wilderness. So I believe there may be a hormonal reason behind it. There may be a dopamine hit, you know, the receptors to be a little bit more attractive. That's probably a good reason why there's a lot of animalic and some animalic fragrances. And when I mean by a lot, I mean just a little. There's more fragrances men-wise or masculine-wise that have an animalic touch to it. And I believe that's why it's in there. I know my wife likes a lot of my manly scent and they have an animalic touch to them. It's kind of like that funkiness, that body odor in a sense that creates that animalic type of smell that a lot of women like. You'll get this from certain beavers, certain elk, certain oxes, all different forms of animals. If you can find a good breakdown, I know Fragrantica is not the best place for this, but they do have about a good 75 to 25% that they are correct on the notes. And they do also give a really great breakdown on that. So if you find a fragrance that has an animalic, or if you Google animalic fragrances or fragrances that tend to lean that way, they'll give you a really good breakdown on it. Dad bod, I hope I was able to explain that for you. Congratulations to the winners of the giveaway last night. I really do appreciate y'all coming onto the channel, subscribing to the channel. Congratulations on winning. I've already reached out to both of you, hoping to hear something back today so I can get those shipped out to you. I appreciate all the love and the support for the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit 1,000, we're going to give away my favorite fragrance of my entire collection, the Chanel's Ani. It's an amazing fragrance, ready for any time of the year except like high heat summer. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving it away live. We'll do it live better next time. We ran into some technical issues last time, but we'll definitely get all those worked out. This is Ronnie from Scent Science.